Hello students of 8th standard, we have started the lesson that is nothing but lesson number 2, health and diseases. In this you can say chapter I have told you about the health and diseases. That means whenever you can say mental or physical or social condition is in a good state, then your health will be in a good state. And if you are suffering from any of the diseases or you are feeling uneasiness, then that will be the diseased body. In that we have seen various pathogens. Various pathogens we have seen. About that we have seen how we causes, you can say, typhoid, how the dysentery is caused, or how the cholera is caused, typhoid. Again various diseases we have seen. We have also seen the diseases which are caused by the, you can say, various animals, and also we have seen the non-infectious disease. In the, you can say, about the infectious disease which are caused by the animals. In that we have seen about the rabies. So how is rabies? Rabies is nothing but a fatal disease that we have seen, and the virus, it is nothing but a viral infection. This virus reaches to the, you can say, brain via nerves or via neurons in the nervous system. So the whole nervous system will be affected in the rabies. The person will have the symptoms in the excretion in the behavior. He will have hydrophobia, or you can say he will suffer from fever. Then to overcome this, what we have to do? We have to do the vaccination. Then next comes the cancer disease. Cancer disease is caused due to the abnormal, or you can say uncontrolled growth of the cells. The malignant growth of the cell is called as the cancer. Now cancer may be caused to the various organs, like you can say mouth, esophagus, stomach, liver, intestine, or you can say various glands. All these things are done. How we can examine, or how we can take, what are the signs and symptoms, you can say. The signs and symptoms are nothing but you may feel uneasiness in the breathing, or uneasiness in the swallowing, or you may have scars or inflammation on the skin. You may have lumps in the breast. Then again your weight loss will be there. These various things we have seen in the cancer. We have also seen that to determine the cancer we have to do the CT scanning, MRI, or you can say any biopsy, like that we have to do. And to take the medicine is one of the important thing in the case of the cancer. Then you have to take the chemotherapy, then again radiations. These all things are very important in case of a cancer. The next thing we have seen about the diabetes. Diabetes is caused due to the, you can say, there is one hormone which is present in the pancreas, that is nothing but insulin. If the insulin is not secreted in a proper order, then what happens? The blood glucose level in the blood is not maintained properly, and due to that you may suffer from diabetes. What are the signs and symptoms? The signs and symptoms are nothing but you may have weight loss, then again frequent urination, frequent thirst you may have, tremors you may have. So these all are nothing but the signs and symptoms. The next we have studied, that is nothing but the heart disease. In heart disease we have studied that if there is a, you can say, no sufficient supply of blood to the heart, because heart is nothing but a pumping organ of the blood, and blood is one of the connective tissue which supplies gases, nutrients and all other hormones to each and every body, each and every cell of the body. And suppose if this is not done properly, then you may suffer from various heart attacks, or you can say pain into the chest, uneasiness. All these things are seen in case of a heart attack. So what we have to do for that? The medicine you have to take properly, then you have to take a proper diet without oily food. Then again you can do angioplasty, you can do heart transplant, you can do open surgery, then you can put the stents. If the heartbeats are not in a proper condition, you may put the pacemakers. Now all these diseases tells us that you have to maintain your health properly. So what is that? Maintaining health properly means what? Taking a food in a time to time, or you can say in a regular manner, and keeping the personal hygiene. Now what is personal hygiene that we are going to see today? What is that? See here, personal hygiene. One should have a good habits of personal cleanliness. Example, taking bath every day, use clean and washed clothes. So what you have to do for your personal cleanliness? The first one thing is that you should maintain your personal hygiene. Means what? That whenever in your daily routine you are doing bath, so what you have to do? Whenever you come from outside, or whether if you have worked more, or you can say you have come from outside, from you can say crowd if you have come, or from any railways, or you can say buses, what you have to do? Whenever you come to home, you have to take a bath, and regularly 2 times in a day, that is nothing but early in the morning and before going to the bed, you want to take the bath. Then see what we have to do. After doing bath, what we have to do? We have to use the clean and washed clothes. So the clothes whichever we are putting, they should be washed thoroughly, or you can say they should be cleaned, and then we have to wear them. So for washing clothes, what we have to do? You have to use any detergent, wash it thoroughly in an, you can say, nice water, then put it into the, you can say, air or into the sunlight. After drying thoroughly, then only you want to use that clothes. Next comes, see here, whenever you want to wash the clothes, you want to use the antibacterial soap. You may use any soap which is antibacterial, or you may use the Dettol also. Then see, never to defecate or urinate in the open. That means some peoples who are in villages, they are having a, you can say, habit of defecating near the river side, or you can say along the roadside. This should not be done, because the flies or any insect sits on that, and the same flies sits on our food, or you can say lays their egg into the water, which may affect our health indirectly. So we should not defecate or urinate in the open. Littering of the places should never be done. What is that? Nowadays we are going in and public places, or you can say in gardens, in platforms of the, you can say, railway stations. We are eating some of the packed food. So the wrappers are there. These wrappers should not be thrown here and there. They should be thrown only in the dustbin. Then see, garbage and unwanted material should not be randomly thrown. That means whenever your garbage is created, you should not throw it here and there. You should collect it at one place, and then you should throw it into a dustbin. Do not spit in the open places. Now, many of the peoples, they are having a habit of chewing tobacco, then they are having a habit of eating gutka, or you can say pan masala. So that what do? They spit here and there. This should not be done, because spitting may create many diseases in that, and actually this we have seen in the earlier lectures, that eating tobacco or chewing tobacco, smoking, all these things, or eating gutka, they may create the various diseases like cancer. Then see, most of us know about these good habits. All of us know about the good habits, but how much we are practicing about that, that is most important. However, there are some people who do not follow this habit. But there are some people who do not follow this habit and create a dirty environment. And we should remember to isolate us when we are sick. Suppose if we fall sick by any of the diseases, then what we have to do? We have to isolate ourselves into a room. Why? Because this disease may reach through air or may reach the other peoples through the contact. So what we have to do? We have to isolate ourselves into a room. Going in other places during infection can make others sick also. So what happens? If we wander like that only whenever we are sick, suppose if you are suffering from fever and if you wander like that only, and suppose you are suffering from cold, then what will happen? These germs will enter into the other's body via the air. Then see, observing all these habits of a personal hygiene is necessary to maintain the health. All this whatever we have seen is very necessary to maintain our health. The food whichever we are taking, should be safe and healthy. What do you mean by it should be safe and healthy? That means it should contain all the nutrients. It should be prepared with well hands. It should not be prepared in dirty places. It should be prepared in a very clean and safe kitchen. All the vegetables should be washed. Then again, whatever the grains we are using, that should be also washed. Whatever the vegetables, whichever we are bringing from the market, they should be also washed. Then they should be cut. Suppose if we are eating the fruits, then also the fruits should be also washed and then they should be cut and then they should be consumed. Instead of that, what is it? The food that we consume should be homemade. It should be homemade, that means it should be prepared in a home. You should not use the outer side, you can say food or any of the dishes. It should be clean, hygienically prepared and covered to avoid the infections. You prepare the food into the vessels. After preparing the food, they should be covered well so that the insects or the flies should not sit on the food. Then see, water whichever you are using should be also filtered and should be also boiled